It's summertime. What better way to kick back and relax than to win some crypto? All you got to do is be a subscriber and like and comment on all of our videos during the months of July and August for your maximum number of entries. We'll have 17 winners and it's decentralized, so you get to pick the crypto, any coin that you want if you are a winner. So make sure you subscribe and get your chance to enter today. Bit Squad, welcome back to the channel. This week may be one of the most impactful weeks in cryptocurrency that we've ever had. The government has finally taken notice. They see us. They know what Bitcoin can do, and they're really worried about what cryptocurrency in general, specifically Libracoin, could possibly do to the future of the financial systems in not just America, but really in the world. So today we're going to talk about the statements that Steven Mnuchin made today. We're also going to be looking at some other countries and their people are already using Bitcoin to get around regulations. So certainly we will probably see that continue in the United States and other places. We're also gonna be taking a look at a bill that Congress is trying to put together to stop Facebook from getting into cryptocurrency. So you guys definitely wanna stay tuned for all of that. For now, let's jump in the markets. Market Watch. So obviously Bitcoin has had a very eventful weekend. If you watched a couple weeks ago, I said that I didn't think Bitcoin would ever get below 10 again, but if it did, it would probably go down to 98, 99 and pop right back up. And that's exactly what happened. And I do believe still in the bullish market that we're in. I don't think we're gonna go down. People are talking about all-time lows again and crazy stuff. I don't listen to any of that. I just know that I believe we are in a bull market. We are heading up. And we will have some pullbacks from here or there, and that's just what we're seeing. We've had several pullbacks, but I think eventually we will get over these humps. So right now, Bitcoin dominance is at 66.5%. The market cap overall is 291 billion, so we are back below 300 billion on the total market cap. Bitcoin coming in at $10,876. Biggest winners of the day, we have UNetwork, XMAX, 0x, Monacoin, and Educare. All 20% gains, which is pretty good. Biggest loser of the day, not really that many. We have Clippercoin, Crypto.com Chain, Komodo, Dent, and Engine Coin. It's time for the Fresh 5 top news stories of the day, starting with number 5. So we have a project that has exit scams. So NovaChain has closed their site and their social network. Users have lost millions of dollars. And I actually personally know several people that were invested in this and worked with them in the YouTube world. Now, I was approached to work with NovaChain several times, and I said, no, absolutely not. I don't like the idea of projects guaranteeing you returns from investments. That doesn't make sense. You can't really do that because we don't know what's going to happen in cryptocurrency. And so I knew people that were making a lot of money on this, and I kept telling them to be careful, and no one would listen to me. And like I said, I refused to work with this project, and now they've exit scammed. They're completely gone. People have lost millions of dollars, and people have been hurt. Just remember, guys, at all times, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And if you're in the cryptocurrency influencing space, like you have a Twitter account or you make videos, whatever the case may be, when you get offered an opportunity to work with a company that looks sketchy, it probably is sketchy. And so you should be very careful with who you choose to work with because a lot of people's reputations may be ruined over this exit scam. Number 4. Shortly after announcing a crypto ban, Iran is now announcing a gold-pegged national cryptocurrency. Now, supposedly, a lot of their bank assets have been frozen due to US sanctions, and switching over to a gold-pegged cryptocurrency will make those funds and assets easier to access. So this is kind of a byproduct of a weakening Iranian economy. Now, while it's not in crumbles yet, it is weakening due to a lot of sanctions. It is suffering. They've had a lot of tariffs imposed on their goods from other places. And so this is a way that they think they can get out of it. Unfortunately, what we see with these kind of regimes that are not good is they're not going to probably actually make this work. We've already seen the petrodollar in Venezuela become an absolutely huge failure, and this is probably due to be a failure as well. Number 3. So not only is Bitcoin and Libracoin on trial this week in Washington, it seems, we also have Blockchain Education Day coming on Thursday. So members of over 100 companies in the blockchain world will be going to Washington to educate legislators on use cases for cryptocurrency, including advertising, financial services, insurance, and many others. This will also be a time for legislators and blockchain companies to connect and kind of have some conversations about regulation and the future of the legality of cryptocurrency in America. Of course, we don't have any of those answers yet, and neither do the legislators, but these two sides can definitely work closer together to try to come to some kind of consensus on what needs to happen. Number 2. So after it seems like years of ignoring cryptocurrency, now it's all Washington wants to talk about. Well, Maxine Waters has a plan to ban Libra and other big tech cryptocurrencies. So it's interesting to me that they seem to be drawing a line right now between Bitcoin and Libracoin. I believe Libracoin is the main target. The US wants to stop Facebook from creating their own coin, and they're going to do everything they can to fight it. Now, will Facebook ultimately win and create their own coin? I don't know. I think they probably will, but there's definitely a chance that the government will be able to stop them. So this plan is actually called the Keep Big Tech Out of Finance Act. And the point is they want to stop tech companies like Facebook, Google, and others from creating their own coin and basically becoming their own bank. Not in terms of the way we mean it when we talk about cryptocurrency and how an individual can be their own bank. They want to be like a new centralized bank. So this is definitely something we're going to have to keep watching. It feels like we're moving closer and closer to, a one world financial system with a lot of cryptocurrency. And if this happens and the Congress or Senate is able to stop Facebook from creating this coin, then you have to wonder how many other tech companies is this going to stop from getting into cryptocurrency. I believe that the technology is just probably, it's too ripe right now for innovation to be stifled. And I think that ultimately Facebook will win, that they will get their own coin, and we'll see a lot of other tech companies follow in their footsteps. Hold up, it's time for an IOST break. Good news if you hold IOST and you've been voting for me, because the final rankings are in. We reported on Friday that the initial rankings were in that were subject to change, but the final rankings are in, and we did make tier 1, as you can see right there, which means my community is going to get a ton of rewards, but we did actually have a reduction in the total amount of rewards. It was 770, and now it's 688,000. Going to be spread throughout my community that voted for my node. So I'm not 100% on why there was a reduction. I am going to get an answer for that and let you guys know. But definitely that's a lot of rewards to share, which continues to prove why IOST is the #1 staking coin. Now, earlier we talked about NovaChain, right, with guaranteed rewards. We'll be very careful to draw a distinction between being able to stake a coin and earn rewards on it, as opposed to an investment vehicle where you're promised a return on an investment. That they're two totally different things. So definitely, if you are someone who is, wanting to, make gains on your crypto, definitely staking coins are a much better bet than the scammy investment vehicle Ponzi schemes. The #1 crypto story of the day. So on the eve of David Marcus from Facebook, their blockchain department, going to a Senate committee to basically defend cryptocurrency in front of the entire world, we had Steve Mnuchin coming out today making a press conference about cryptocurrency. Like, think about how crazy that sounds, guys. A year ago, no one would have believed this is happening. But we had a press conference today about cryptocurrency days after a Donald tweet Trump about Bitcoin and Libracoin. So it was very disappointing to kind of hear the same talking points we hear a lot during this press conference, which is they want to protect us. They want to protect the United States citizens from dangerous cryptocurrency that's used for money laundering and drugs and illicit activity and sex trafficking, human trafficking. There's those buzzwords. When they say it, they're supposed to invoke emotion from you. However, there's no argument on what the #1 currency used for illicit activity is. That would be the US dollar. Last time I checked, unless they got the Square app, they're not even taking credit cards, drug dealers that is. They are taking cash. Cash is the easiest way to hide any transaction, and everyone's known that basically since the creation of illicit activities, which was probably pretty early on in the world. So it was interesting to get this press conference today. But, one thing that kind of came out of this that I really thought about is that, once again, they are distinguishing between crypto projects that do things the right way and go by US regulation from those that don't. So this is something that I think we're going to continue to see, is that the US is going to first crack down on these illegal ones, but they do see some use case for cryptocurrency. If they did, if they did not, they wouldn't even be talking about it. So to me, this was an absolute huge day for the world of crypto. And of course, this is on the eve of, like I said, David Marcus going to talk about Libracoin and cryptocurrency. And the keyword in his prepared remarks is utility. As long as Facebook can present the use case that their coin has is not just, a currency that they've made out of thin air, that it has utility, then there's a good chance that Facebook is eventually going to be able to put out this coin. If the US government is just determined and David Marcus isn't able to defend it well, that basically this is a giant money grab and this is nothing more than Facebook trying to be a bank instead of a tech company, then the US will probably figure out a way to shut it down. So I think tomorrow is absolutely a huge day. All eyes are going to be on this this committee or this panel that he's going to be speaking with. And I'm very excited to see. I can't wait to see what comes from it. And I can't wait to see, how cryptocurrency is going to be received after this. So this is definitely big news, big day today. We're more in the spotlight than ever. And I'm sure that this is like, I know we just had some earthquakes in California, so maybe this is bad timing, but it's kind of like this is the earthquake we're getting right now. And then we're going to see aftershocks from this. We're going to see a lot of stories rise up out of these two events, today's press conference and tomorrow's meeting about cryptocurrency and about Libracoin, about Bitcoin. We're going to see a lot more stories. We're going to be in the spotlight much more. And I don't know about you, but I'm very excited about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video and also comment for your chance to win our BitBoy Summer Decentralized Giveaway. BitBoy out.